Welcome to my channel, Conscious Creation. Today's reading will be for the sign Capricorn, and that's for the month of September, Sun, Moon and Rising. Before we get into your reading, I just begin by giving you some astrological facts of what's happening this month. So there's significant energies playing out this month for all of us. You've got Saturn, which is your ruling planet, and Saturn was stationed in Capricorn and now it's actually going direct. And what that may be doing is triggering and activating us in various different points of our life or themes of our life. Saturn was retrograde since May 2019 and now it's finally moving. And what it is doing is it's linking us to themes of 2014, where, especially the lessons we learnt, where Pluto was actually traveling in this area. And what we're being asked to do is to let go, but also to see whether we've learnt those soul lessons, and mastery of our own energy. It's almost like a reality check for us during this time. We've also got a Pisces full moon, which is upcoming September 13th and 14th. So you may find yourself very sensitive and perceptive right now, or you could be feeling slightly triggered by this energies and feel slightly insecure, or so be very kind on yourself so that you can actually check in to see how you're feeling, which is really important when we have this full moon energy happening. September 14th and 15th, the personal planets are going direct for the beginning part of September. So we've got Mercury, Venus and Mars, which is in Virgo for the first half, and that's all about our routines. But also Mercury and Venus then shift into Libra for the second part. And that's all about communication, socializing, and it's a breath of fresh air. It's very new energy coming in. The equinox is happening on September 23rd, which is where there's an equal balance of daylight and moonlight, and it's all to do about inner harmony and about the self and finding that inner peace. We've got a Libra new moon happening September 28th, which is a strong need again for balance and harmony in whatever we're doing or whatever area of our lives we are working on right now. So the Capricorn energy, you guys know it the best. Ambitious, persistent, realistic, disciplined and practical. Very hard-working individuals, and that's one of your greatest strengths. On the other side, a lot of Capricorns actually don't share this, but they feel a lot of fear and panic sometimes, and especially with changes that happen. But like the sea goat, you always persevere and push through, and that's the strongest element of the Capricorn energy. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what energies want to come out for the month of September for Capricorn. Two cards want to come out over here, and your reading's taking a little bit different format, which is, it's always interesting to see what cards really want to come out and in the order and the style they wish to come out. So let's start with the energies. Okay, so you've got the Star, and the Star card is upright. So you've got this wish fulfillment, this idea of you're wishing. I feel like a lot of you are wishing for something. It's coupled with the Three of Cups, and I feel that the Three of Cups in reverse to me reminds me of past experiences or past memories. So you might be going down memory lane right now, but there's this idea of the Ace of Cups. So this feeling of, you know, this emotional fulfillment. I always feel the Capricornic energy is always practical, hardworking, and you're very good at focusing on what needs to be done, but it's not many people or not many things can actually emotionally fulfill you. And I feel that you right now you seek that emotional fulfillment, and that's why you're reminiscing on the past, and that I feel that sense of togetherness, because the three ladies form somewhat of a community, are looking into their cups, and you know, you've got the moon above, and it upright. It feels very very happy and very spiritual as well, I'm getting, in nature. But I feel in reversed, it's like that moment has passed, and I believe Capricorns have this notion where they are so realistic that they understand everything on a very practical, earthy sense. And for you, that moment has now gone, whether you found yourself reflecting on people from your past, a situation from your past, a moment from your past, and you're wishing for that absolute abundance and that emotional fulfillment to come through again. So interesting, you've got the Sun in reverse, and it's with the World in reversed, but you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is actually upright. So again, I feel you desire this world of fortune, everything to start ticking again, things to start moving how you feel comfortable. But I feel you're experiencing, like, you're waiting for this moment where the sun's going to shine, and this moment where you're going to have your happiness again. And that's why you're feeling like the world is in reverse. You're feeling, I'm feeling in this reading is, although you're a very practical sign, and one would think it's focused on the pentacles, but I feel right now it's all about the emotion. It's all about the cup energy. It's all about trying to get those energies back, that fulfilling emotional experience back. And right now the sun is in reversed, and you just feel like everything is gone, that light has disappeared. But don't despair, because that's just a feeling. Because remember, you have the Ace of Cups, which is upright, and you've then got the Wheel of Fortune, which is upright. So I'm seeing that this emotional fulfillment is going to come back, and you will feel like everything's ticking and turning around. But what is the lesson here? And that's something that we need to think about. A lot of cup energy. So you get the Seven of Swords in reverse, and when I feel this card and I look at it and then I feel it in reverse, what I'm getting is that the moment of something that's been taken away from you is now past. So you're out of that feeling of when you felt that fear of something you actually you really held dear to you is now past. That fear and that panic, you've now moved past that energy, but I'm still getting this sense of, although you're past that moment, you still feel, you still have those threads that link you to that slight worry and panic that maybe things will still be in reverse. Maybe you don't get that happy ending, even though you wish for it. You wish for that emotional fulfillment. Maybe the sun is not going to shine as how it did in that moment, but that moment has passed. You've got to be open to more things to come. You've got to be open to experiencing openly, and you can only do that if you allow your heart to open. And I feel right now you feel very protective, even though you've gone through the worst period. It's a lesson maybe that you need to remember what you had gone through. What you learned is the lessons of maybe knowing who to trust, or maybe it was something you did, or maybe it was a choice you made at the time that you're looking back. But whatever it may be, I feel that you need to be able to let down the swords, and you need to be able to be open to new experiences. Because if you don't have an open heart and you don't go into things open and vulnerable, but vulnerable, I'm not saying don't have discernment, but being able to feel again will allow you to bring in this energy of the Ace of Cups. Because I feel a lot of you are not allowing yourselves to feel again. And then you've got the Three of Cups. So to me it represents that you see there's like an abundance, the way she's pouring the cups and the way the water is flowing and the fruit, and there is abundance, there is this merging of happiness and the emotional energy. Water represents the emotions. It could be for you that right now a lot of you feel an overwhelming of emotional energy, emotions, and you don't know how to deal with it, and you feel like you want it to stop, and that's pushing you in a feeling. That level of emotions, which some of you may shut off, is putting you into the Four of Cups energy, where you're looking and you're thinking and you're constantly thinking of the cups. But I feel that you might be thinking on one, but not realizing there's so many else out. There's so much of emotions for you as well out there, and you're not seeing it. Or it could be that you're also feeling slightly overwhelmed. That's what I'm getting. So either looking at the past and thinking about that one moment, that one person that's stuck on your mind, that's really bringing out these feelings of despair right now. Or for others it could be this overwhelming of this energy, this emotional energy. Again, you've got hostilities, and I feel you're very protective over yourself, and you're ready to charge to anybody that may come towards you. But you can't remain, in order to get the Ace of Cups, in order to have your wish fulfilled, in order to bring emotions back into your life, that emotional experience, you've got to be open. You can't go in feeling so protective of others. You won't get to experience that level of emotion that you wish for. That level of emotion and connectivity to another, or to a situation, or to an experience, you cannot attain fully if you actually protect yourself and are in an energy of fear. And it's to get out of the energy of fear. So you've got the Strength card that's come out, and you've got the Chariot card. And I think by being strong in your sense emotionally, to be able to have that emotional strength, you'll be able to move forward. You'll be able to move forward and get the Wheel of Fortune turning, and have the world upright. And feel that sun back into your life. But for you, I feel it's a lot to do with emotions. It may be that in 2014 you went through an emotional experience, or you went through an experience that triggered your emotions, and it's either being triggered again right now for you, and that could come from a person I'm getting, or from an experience you had, or a moment that happened that you hold very dear to you, but you have built up this fear around you. You've built up your swords, you've built up this fear, but deep down you really wish to have that fulfillment of that experience. Because like you, in terms of abundance, material abundance, Capricorns always, majority of you are able to attain everything and attain everything to the fullest. But emotionally, you feel you've come to this point where you want the same. You want to be able to achieve the same on an emotional spectrum. But to be able to do that, you need to open yourself. You need to become more open. You need to allow your hearts to open. That's what I feel. Really and truly allow your hearts to open. And you've got the first chakra, Archangel Michael, and I feel Archangel Michael's going to help you cut away with old perceptions, thoughts, but also anything that you fear. He's like a protector. So if you are into connecting with angels, or it's your first time and you want to, I would research Archangel Michael and really go into either doing a meditation where you can start working with the self, so that you have built, you have the right foundations that can help you to, regain the strength in allowing yourself to emotionally experience love, happiness, but specifically I'd say this emotional connection when it comes to people, a person, an experience, a place, or those lost connections that you have had, that you feel that you either need to go back to, or to understand. Maybe you might find that old people from the past is coming up this month because they're triggering these patterns again for you, and it's putting you back into that fear, hostile. But it's to remain open, it's to remain positive, and that's really the messages that I feel is a big one for you this month. And also with the Pisces full moon, you'll be experiencing things a lot more. You'll be experiencing things more intensely. So just also be really, be very kind on yourself, I'd say. But also allow yourself to open up, knowing that no one can